10 a.m. weather update.
Well, happy snowy Sunday, everybody. It's 10 o'clock in New York City, and New York City looks like this. Man, it is challenging. You've got a lot on your plate today. Snow is the big headline right now, but visibility concerns, wind will be an issue, changing precipitation types a little later, and the temperatures, 11. It's been 11 for about 2 hours. I mean, it was 10 this morning when we went on the air. Right now, with that wind, it feels like 3 degrees below zero. Want to show you the radar, and this is all radar. We've taken the satellite off, so there's no obfuscation between shades of blue and gray and satellite images. So this is snow. So you can see a little bit of heavier snow over the Sound into the North Fork. But look at this, Sussex down through western Morris, and you can see that all the way down into Hunterdon. What's interesting, you expand the view, you see some of these darker shades of blue. So we are going to see varying snowfall rates per hour. They're going to go up at times. Not necessarily blizzard conditions, because that's more of a duration, but definitely some visibility concerns. So you've done the right thing. You're safely watching a device, whether it's mobile in nature or I'm on a smart TV right now. So let's have a little fun. Some video. Folks have been sending in some videos. This is Rosie the Irish Setter. So, there's Glenn. I'm glad we got the name there. Glenn and Van Hella sent that in. I got to tell you, some breeds just love this stuff. And if they're a short breed, they get little snowballs on their belly. So you got to make sure you're watching that. In the backyard, it's just a matter of keeping them dry. But if they're out on the streets, there's so much snow. You got to be mindful of that. Hey, I wanted to share this because this is great. Joe in North Haledon sent this in. He is using a leaf blower to remove the snow. This is brilliant because your ratios are high because it's so cold. This is not a bad way to manage the snow because remember, you've got to get it dry because there's going to be a constant threat of icing. So you want to make sure he's bone dry with this. Brooms, easier ways to get rid of the snow. And the other thing with the volume that we're anticipating, you're going to make a couple of stabs at it. So you got to make sure that you're staying on top of it. This is real easy. A QR code, you know how this works. Share your pictures and video. We're going to have a lot more coverage during the course of the afternoon. So it's kind of fun to break that up with the fun side of the storm. Yes, this is the First Alert Weather Tracker. This is Big Ed. So I was talking to Ed this morning when he was parked getting on his way to go. They've got all these different cameras. Clearly, this is kind of the view from the top. We have our tire cam, too. And if we remotely switch to that, he's still got excellent traction. This is very good. This is a small camera mounted right there so you can see it. But notice, even though the crews are working, everywhere he goes, it quickly just packs down with the next layer. And you can see. So that's the courtesy, the friction of other vehicles kind of carving a path for you, which is great. But if you go off, that's where you run into these little bumps and they can get really icy real quickly. So just another great way to tell the tale. We had a shot from EarthCam of, look at this, look at the crews. So you know what? Some of the shows going on, some of the shows not going on. They're just doing this like tag team. And he's just basically pushing. They're not using blowers or anything right here. What a task to keep things going. So come on back. I know we've got some future Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah, this is, again, we are looking at now the Jersey Shore. This isn't the Jersey Shore. This is Seaside Heights. Okay. Wind is going to be an issue. Man, visibility is going to be an issue. Remember, parts of the shore, you're going to see it change over. I'll show you that in the Futurecast, in fact, right now. So the Futurecast, again, computer guidance, 10:30 in the morning, you're seeing these bands come through, but look by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. See this? This is the concern. More icing. At 15, you may not see that much icing. And when we talk about icing, we're talking about freezing in the atmosphere, freezing on contact, sleet or freezing rain. I don't know. That's still a little low. But look at, man, if you kick up the ice, so there's going to be variation not only on the island, but definitely for the Jersey Shore. See the green? Ocean County might lose it. You might go back to rain, which is great, but remember, watch the pink. So this is 7 o'clock tonight. You're thinking, hey, done. Watch this. This is going to fill back in. And then what's really interesting, this is Sunday night. Tonight, you're still with us. We appreciate it. You're staying warm because as we wrap this up, we're going to bring some much colder air in, and that's going to be the next big chapter of this storm. So by Monday afternoon, wind chills in the Jersey Shore, where it was raining today, are going to be right back in the teens. high temperatures will only be in the 20s. It's where we're going to see a lot of variety, where it's cold and stays cold, double-digit totals. Right here, I mean, even the city now, this line might ease up a little bit. I mean, this can be massaged and moved. We just want to speak to the great variety based on that changing precipitation type. The proximity of the low is bringing in a little bit of warm air aloft, so that's going to change your pattern. Tony Sadiku and I were working on the morning show. This number's down a bit, but look at this. It's trying to kick in more ice even for the city. This verifies, in other words, if this happens, that's a real mess. That's why it's absolutely vital that people get things bone dry, because it's going to get so cold. I mean, watch this. The temperatures, so this is Sunday night into Monday into Tuesday. Look at your temperatures. It just stays brutally cold right through the week. 7-day forecast, I know, not a traditional way to wrap things up here. I just want to point out that it's very, very cold this week. So as you're dealing with the copious amounts of snow that are going to fall, remember, wherever you put them, there they shall stay. So you have to be smart with the snow piles you're going to make, and make sure you're mindful of any moisture, because even though you change over to some moisture, it gets cold, so icing is going to be an issue over the next few days. We'll be back. Stick around. We've got some more pictures coming in, and we'll be updating the Futurecast and the totals board all morning and afternoon long.